This is your WCIA3 forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical.
Here we are on the 20th of April and a snowy Tuesday across central Illinois. Our camera views that take us here from Decatur to Champaign. You can see the snowflakes that are still falling out there tonight. And we've still got a few more hours of this. Take a look at the storm tracker Doppler. You can see all the way down to Effingham. We've got snow along I-57, Champaign westward to I-72 towards Decatur. As those light snow showers continue, a few heavier pockets. We've got some of those darker blues showing up. So this is going to continue over the next few hours. The cold air now firmly in place. Temperatures that are into the mid-30s right now. So the snow continues to fall. We'll talk about when this finally all comes to an end and whether or not we're going to see some of this to really start sticking or not coming up. WCIA3 News starts right now.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA3 News at 5.
Crazy. Yes, it is. Snow in April. Not something you see every day, but it is what people across central Illinois are experiencing tonight. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. The snow has been coming down all morning and afternoon, but the big concern is tonight's freeze warning. We have team coverage for you, Chief Meteorologist Kevin Leidy live in the tracking center, meteorologist Jacob Dickey in the storm tracker. All right, first to Kevin. Okay, April Fool's a little bit late.
Yeah, right. Pretty wild here today. The snow's been coming in for several hours, but here's the good part to this. A lot of this is not sticking to the roads. Take a look. I've got all kinds of traffic cameras showing up here. Let's go ahead and take those full, and you can see all of these cameras that are from Jacksonville to Champaign to Springfield to Decatur and Danville. Notice a lot of wet pavements out there, not sticking to the roads a whole lot, but the snow is falling and it is sticking in other places, grassy surfaces and elevated surfaces. And you can see on the radar here, we've still got a few more hours of this snow that's going to continue. We take you down in along I-72 and to Monticello, and we are going to check in here with meteorologist Jacob Dickey, who has been on the roads, and I think you can confirm for me as well, right, that these roads are pretty much just wet.
Yeah, you're right about that, Kevin. Roads are wet. It is slushy on the grass, and you see a lot of the snow on the roofs here. We're driving in Monticello right now. Things are fine out there. A lot of folks are surprised to see this late. We are seeing some accumulation on roofs, on top of some cars, and even on front of the storm tracker, getting a little bit of snow there. We've been watching the snow for a while, Kevin. In fact, we talked about it as late as last week. With the potential for it coming. We were not the only ones watching it. We've been watching it today as well, but IDOT also has been out there. Here's what IDOT had to say about their preparations for the day.
IDOT, we've had trucks out since early this morning doing surveillance of the area, central Illinois, monitoring the weather conditions, of course, as always. And if road temperatures are at freezing or below freezing, then, of course, we will treat the roads.
Now, we are out here now continuing to watch the roads into the night as that freeze is coming. We don't anticipate a lot of problems, but as always, Kevin, we'll be in the storm tracker keeping our eyes on things here in the field. In the storm tracker in Monticello, I'm meteorologist Jacob Dickey. We'll send it back to you.
All right, so thanks, Jacob. And yeah, that's the next thing is the freeze warning. Temperatures are going well below freezing tonight. That's going to have a big impact on things. We're going to go into more detail about that coming up here, but I'm going to tell you right now, cover the plants up, bring them in if you haven't already. They got snow on them, but tonight we are going to see potentially record low temperatures. So it's been a wild day for sure.
Absolutely. Kevin, thank you. A house fire in Urbana is being investigated. It happened on Boudreaux Drive near Illini Circle this morning. There was heavy smoke and fire blowing out of the windows. Firefighters were able to get it under control in less than 10 minutes. The fire chief says snow usually makes their job trickier, but not today.
Luckily it's not snowing a whole lot right now. So, those challenges right now are not big, but when it does snow, the challenges are the travel to the scene itself, because roadway can be slick. The other thing is when it gets really, really cold, we have to worry about the water freezing.
The house has heavy smoke and some fire damage. The fire chief says there were 3 dogs inside. One was hurt. The other 2 didn't make it.
Police in Paxton are searching for a man who robbed a store with a club. It happened around 7:30 Sunday night at the Village Pantry. Officers say a man walked in and asked for cigarettes. When the clerk turned around, the other man was holding a club. He took $160 in cash and ran. Police identified the suspect as John Beck. He's also wanted for robberies in Sangamon and Livingston counties. And we have new information. It's about a murder in Shelby County. The family of 72-year-old Sherry Hubbard says her grandson, Clayton Anderson, is the accused killer. Police say Anderson and his friend Thomas Miller snuck into her home in Clarksburg over the weekend. Her body was found in a closet. Anderson and Miller are in custody in Nevada. The Shelby County State's Attorney's Office says it hasn't decided when to extradite the pair back to Shelby County. And a man from Edgewood was found not guilty of attempted murder by reason of insanity. Mark Sigrist was accused of trying to kill his grandparents in June. The Effingham County State's Attorney says Sigrist was recently released from a mental health facility. Sigrist stabbed his grandfather and hit his grandmother with a cutting board. He'll be in a secure mental health facility and is being evaluated by the Department of Human Services.
The verdict is in for the Derek Chauvin trial. The former police officer was found guilty of all charges in the death of George Floyd. Minneapolis was braced for this decision. So were police departments across central Illinois. WCIA3's Bryce Beeman live outside the Champaign Police Department. So Bryce, what have they been doing inside that building to prepare for today's verdict?
Well, the Champaign Police Department said they have been planning and are prepared for anything, but they don't expect any violent protests to happen, at least right now that they are aware of. They emphasize that people have the right to peaceful protest and freedom of speech, but Champaign Police told me they are ready for anything. I also talked to an advocate who says he doesn't know of any protests, but he says even though Chauvin was found guilty, he's still skeptical.
We don't fall victim to this idea that, okay, maybe the system works. Maybe the system is on our side. No, that is not the case.
He went on to say he hopes to continue organizing events. Again, police say they are prepared for anything and they aren't expecting much, but I will have an update from other police forces at 6. In Champaign, I'm Bryce Beeman, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, Bryce, thank you. Governor Pritzker deployed 125 National Guard troops to Chicago to prepare for the verdict. Pritzker had already deployed the National Guard to the state capitol to quell unrest earlier this year and last summer during the protests over Floyd's death. Today, a lieutenant colonel with the Guard told us, quote, "For security reasons, we don't discuss future plans or operations. We, like most of the citizens of Illinois, are hopeful we will not be needed anywhere."
Meantime, a renewed push to end qualified immunity is stalled in Springfield. The legal shield of qualified immunity protects police from facing individual financial liability in court for violating a citizen's constitutional rights. The Black Caucus wanted to end qualified immunity in January, but took it out of that final police reform measure that passed.
There is a bill that we're slowing down. It's a very difficult issue, not just here locally in Illinois, all across our country, and of course federal Congress taking this up as well. Not something that members are wanting to sweep under the rug, but we want to take a comprehensive approach.
The police reform plan that passed in January includes a new task force to study the issue of qualified immunity. House Democrats plan to wait until the study is complete instead of voting to end qualified immunity right now. Small towns across Illinois are still reeling from a spike in natural gas prices. The winter weather disaster in Texas earlier this year led to power bills jumping by over 500%. Lawmakers in Springfield are meeting now to talk about what can be done to help. WCIA3's Cole Hankey's live in the capital city. Cole, the state has already tried to help once. What's next?
Yeah, that's right. The state made money available for people to help pay off those large utility bills they may have gotten a couple of months ago. But now lawmakers are meeting to see if there's anything further that they can do to help people with that burden. The after effects of these high gas prices are still causing problems for small towns. Westville, Illinois, had to pay 5 times their regular rate for gas prices because of the spike. Representative Mike Marin called this hearing today that is meeting now to discuss other ways the state could step in and help people in these towns get through this hurdle.
We're looking for, avenues that we can use for relief for the village and for the residents there. That's first and foremost. And then also, is there any kind of legislative fix that we can do here in Springfield at the Capitol to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again?
The mayor of Westville is testifying at the hearing today, and the village board is still trying to figure out what they are going to do with that $1.2 million bill that they got on those natural gas costs this past month. The village board just rejected a proposal to take out $1 million in bonds at their latest meeting, and they're trying to figure out what their next step will be. Paul?
All right, Cole, I know as you get more information, you'll share it with us. Thanks.
Here's a look at today's COVID numbers statewide. The state's positivity rate is dropping. It's now at 4.5%. The state is reporting more than 2,500 new cases. 9 more people have died. Nearly 27% of the population is now fully vaccinated. A total of 8.2 million shots have been given. Nearly 82,000 of those given yesterday. The daily average is 122,000. 16 and 17-year-olds are now eligible for the vaccine, and the Macon County Health Department wants to make sure they get it. A vaccination clinic is happening tomorrow. This opportunity will be for those who live or work in the county. They'll get the Pfizer vaccine. It's the only one approved for that age. For more information, including times and places, just go to our website.
Students do a lot of sitting throughout the day. How a school district is giving them a way to get some steps in.
Plus, official election results are in for Champaign County. What that means for the candidates who've been waiting for answers.
Live from your local news leader, Jennifer Roscoe, Paul Cicchini, and Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Kevin Lighty. You're watching WCIA 3 News at 5.
The election results in Champaign County are now official.
Certified results are due a week from today, but if a county's confident it has all vote-by-mail ballots, it doesn't have to wait. What voters and candidates had to wait longer than normal for? Preliminary results. That's because the county clerk's website crashed on election night. One of the candidates left waiting, Rantoul Mayor Chuck Smith. He says it gives him some closure to know final results are in, but it still caused stress for those running.
Because they put a lot into their campaigns, and they're entitled to have results a lot faster than that.
Clerk Aaron Ammons posted on Facebook thanking voters and candidates for their continued patience with getting official results. If you'd like to see the full list of election results, you can check out our website, WCIA.com. Kevin, that shot from Memorial Stadium, it looks like it's really coming down.
I mean, This is wild. They were playing football there last night. It was
yeah, it was a lot warmer.
It was great. And now this on the 20th of April, 2021. There we go on the Flooring America Weather Inet Adams Memorials camera. Just picture this. Take that in. File that one away and remember that in the years to come, because it is a little rare to have that. All right, when we come back, we're going to tell you about when it's going to come to an end, how temperatures get really cold tonight, dangerous, freezing, damaging frost, and we'll talk about some rain for the weekend next.
Campaign. Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Kevin Lighty.
All right, take a look at our view here. This is now Danville as the snow is continuing to fly there, as you can see in our Flooring America Weather Inet cameras. Got so many eyes out there. It's nice to have our cameras and be able to see what's going on all across Central Illinois. And we are seeing it also on our Storm Tracker Doppler radar as well. Take a look. Okay, we're seeing, things starting to kind of wrap up a little bit back towards I-55, but it's still ongoing here. You can see some of the heaviest stuff down near I-70, those darker blues. We zoom in, you can see right along I-57, Tuscola, Arcola, Cooks Mills to Oakland, Newman, Crispin, Paris, Sullivan. All of you still dealing with that snow. Now, let's show you the loop of this. And yeah, you're going to see some green kind of jumping in there. That's the radar trying to determine, okay, is this rain, is this snow? But we zoom back down in here along I-72. That is a live view from our storm tracker with Jacob Dickey, who's actually traveling back to the east on I-72. I think I just saw him past the Muhammad exit there. But notice how the highway there is just mainly wet. You're not getting a lot of accumulation there. But here's the thing, the temperatures tonight are going to fall off, and any of that moisture out there is going to freeze, and that can still create a few slick spots, especially on bridges and overpasses. So when's it going to come to an end? I think by 11 o'clock, all the snow will be gone as far as falling, but as temperatures fall, that is the issue. freeze warning in effect. No surprise. We're already at 34 in Champaign and Decatur, but look where we're headed for overnight lows tonight. 27 degrees. That's not just, below freezing. That's 5 degrees below freezing. This is, this is several hours below freezing. And it's not just going to be that. It could be a record. The record low is 26 degrees. We're forecasting 27. If we would get to 26, that would break, or at least tie, a 1904 record low temperature. We're going to do this again, though, tomorrow night. Overnight low of 31. Could still be dealing with that. So you've got to take care of the plants and anything like that. Bring them in, cover them up. Use sheets, not plastic. We kind of talked about that earlier this week in a story on those plants. And a quick glance here at tomorrow. Still not a great day. The snow will come to an end, but there's actually a small chance that we can see a few little showers out there as well. And temperatures, if you can hang in there, are going to improve. We're talking about readings by the weekend, closer to 60 degrees. And look at next Monday, we shoot up to around 72. The problem is we may have a little bit of rain around as we head into the day on Saturday. All right, 27 for tonight. Precipitation ending, and it is going to be frosty out there. Tomorrow morning, this is a damaging freeze with temperatures where they're headed here. So definitely take care of things if you've got the plants and vegetation. I know there may not be a whole lot that some of you can do, but if you can, because I'm telling you, they will be impacted by this cold. 27, I mean, this isn't just 32, 33, this is 27 degrees, and it's going to be widespread.
This is it. I've got hanging baskets in my garage.
Inside, yep. I was driving around. I saw people sheets on all kinds of plants and all that in the neighborhood. So
yep,
doing their best. All right, thanks. All right. Well, you know what? Some people are enjoying the snow. Our bright spot today. Julie sending this one in. Of course, yes, not everybody happy, but Bristol seemed pretty excited. She got to enjoy playing in the snow in, yes, late April today.
We want to see your pictures and videos. Email us, send them on Facebook. We have a post on our Facebook page for you to drop those pictures and videos.
A city is getting a new fire station. My officials say the old one isn't worth renovating.
Plus, it can be difficult for students to stay engaged in the classroom. How a new addition at several schools is changing that.
This is WCIA 3 News, your local news leader.
Students at several Champaign schools have a new way to help stay focused in the classroom.
And it's with the help of something they set up in the hallways. 5 schools had sensory paths put in. This one was put in today at Booker T. Washington. It lets the students go through structured movement. They sit so much during the school day that being able to move is important.
A lot of these are designed to get some deep pressure, so stomping. We have some wall push-ups that you can do, all designed trying to give kids the ability to focus more in class and to be able to attend and participate more to the learning that's going on within the classroom.
Sensory paths were also installed at Garden Hills, Stratton International Prep Academy, and the Early Childhood Center.
A new fire station is coming to Decatur. City Council found an architect for that building. It's replacing this older station at the airport. City managers say it isn't worth fixing, and the new ladder truck wouldn't fit inside. The new station is going south of the railroad tracks, where the city is seeing growth in this part of the area. Bonds are covering the $3 million bill.
We have a look at what's making headlines in Central Illinois next.
These are the top stories in Central Illinois tonight. Snow in April. It is happening. Of course, not something you see every day. You don't want to. And it's what people all across Central Illinois are experiencing tonight. Snow's been coming down all morning and all afternoon, but the ground remains comparatively warm, so little snow's been sticking. But the big concern, tonight's freeze warning.
The verdict is in for the Derek Chauvin trial. He was on trial for the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis, found guilty of all charges. The Champaign Police Department has been preparing for the verdict and say they were ready for anything. And coming up tonight at 6, mayors across Illinois are sending a message to state leaders, hands off our money. Why they say the state's actions have you paying more taxes.
The real deal tonight when it comes to the cold. I know that, again, the snow is the thing that everybody is talking about, but a lot of that is not even really sticking. And yes, it's odd to be seeing it snow this late, but tonight's cold. That is what could actually really do some damage to the vegetation. Even if any early season crops got put out, fruit blossoms, big issue because 27 the low tonight.
Okay. Hang on, everybody.
Yep. Right. CBS Evening News is next.
We'll see you again at 6.